Hey guys, good morning. So, Bridget had asked me about this green drink that I had on this counter while I was cooking dinner one day. And that green drink, I drink after my green tea, my Kona Mocha green tea Hawaii. Ooh, let me show you that. Okay, so when I wake up, I have 1 glass of this filled with water, no ice, and I drink my probiotics. So I hydrate before I caffeinate. Then I add, after I drink that 1 glass of water, I fill it back up with ice, and I have my Kona Mocha green tea Hawaii, which I love. I've been drinking this for years. Gets you up a little bit, but not shoots you up like coffee, and no crash. Love the flavor of it. Kona Mocha. So I've been drinking that for years. And then I add a scoop of my daily fiber boost, because fiber is very, very important for the gastrointestinal system. So then after that, and usually that's when I do yoga and stuff like that, then I fill this up with ice again, and then I drink this Arbonne Greens Balance Powder. So it has fruit and vegetable concentrate, and I love it because it alkalines your blood. So it has spirulina, it has alfalfa greens, it has barley greens, it does have wheatgrass, chlorella, it has spinach, kale, artichokes, parsley, broccoli, plus, look at all this, look at all this. Then it has pumpkin, oops, I need more light, pumpkin, carrot, banana, mango, orange, peach, papaya fruit, pineapple, and sweet potato. So that's obviously its orange blend. Oh, blend of yellows and orange. So the reds are red beet, pomegranate, which is great for the female hormones, acerola berry, high in vitamin C, cherry, which is really good for joints, cranberry, great for the urinary tract system, raspberry. I know raspberry leaf is good for female reproductive organs too. Red coffee bean, didn't know they had them in red, and tomato, great in Italian sauce. Then you have their omega-3 blend, which is quinoa seed and flaxseed, which I use. As you see, I put my flaxseed in my meatballs. Then their blues are Concord grape, blackberry fruit, black currants, blueberry, elderberry, which is great for the immune system, prunes, great for the digestive system again, and purple sweet potato. So this has all of that. It's sweetened with stevia leaf. It also has some cane sugar in it, organic, and it has inulin, which is a prebiotic. So great for the probiotics that I take. And it's also fiber. Inulin is fiber. So I put 1 scoop of this in there, and I used to try to drink it with just the water, but it doesn't have, it's palatable. It's not that bad, but it's not something you grab to drink. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, this is okay, but it's not that great. So I mix it with one of these, the True Limeades or the True Lemons. So these are my favorite flavor in True Lemon. I love the wild berry one, the lemonade. And then I do like the True Limeade, like plain limeade, but I haven't been able to find it recently. So I do like the limeade watermelon, and I like the limeade black cherry. So these are my favorite flavors. Still on the hunt for the regular limeade. And then this also has 1 gram of total sugars, which is good because they do add cane sugar and stevia leaf as well. And vegetable juice for color. It has the citric acid, which is vitamin C, crystallized lime. Non-GMO and gluten-free and no artificial preservatives. So I like using these. So I actually add one of these, and today it's going to be the watermelon one. This side of the way. And I mix it with 1 scoop of the greens powder. I also tried the doTERRA greens powder, which is pretty much the same. This one, I had more of these, you know, fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. So it's great because you're getting all of those vitamins and minerals from all those plants, and it also, because of like the wheatgrass and the alfalfa and chlorella, it really does alkaline your blood. Sometimes I'm surprised there's no lemon in there. Sometimes I actually add a drop or 2 of lemon essential oil, or even just a splash of lemon juice, because your liver loves lemon. So at this point, I hadn't even eaten anything, and I'm already on like my 3rd drink. I drink a lot in the morning. When I'm able to go back to work after all my surgeries, I don't know how I'm going to incorporate all these liquids and be near a bathroom. But I will try when that time comes. So let me get this all started. So this is my drink. This is the 3rd drink of the day. Like I said, the first one's water. Second one's Kona mocha with fiber, because my first one with the water has a probiotic, which I do get from doTERRA, and there's prebiotics in it. And then here goes more prebiotics, the greens powder. So I add that. I'm trying to do this through the lens of my camera. Yeah, you would think with all that fruit in it, it'd be sweet and flavorful, but it's not really. And then I'm going to add the watermelon limeade. Yeah, before I used to put just lemon juice and some stevia. And I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I have all these things. Just mix them. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to add like 3 drops of lemon essential oil. Lemon is great for the liver. And before you eat anything and your liver's been resting all night, it's nice to jumpstart that liver for when you are going to eat. Okay. And then add the water. And it comes out a beautiful green color. Not, oops, we'll see the color a little better like that. Go this way. Yep, green. But now it tastes like limeade watermelon more than any other flavor. And when you're using lemon essential oil, which I get these from Young Living or wow, that's a tongue twister, or doTERRA, it is important that you use glass. Do not put it in like a metal cup or stainless steel straw. Because the lemon is acidic and does actually something with the metal. I forgot. I'm losing my words right now, but it actually does react with the metal, which is not good. And although lemon is an acidic fruit, you know, it burns if you get it in your eyes. The citruses are a little on the acidic side. Lemon actually does alkaline your blood. Really interesting. It alkalines your body systems. So they say to really put it in glass, and you know, don't use plastic and don't use metal. So that's why I have the glass straw. And I used, this was a glass mason jar that there were flowers that were given to us, and no lid. actually fits it. So I use it as a glass. So that is my green drink, Bridget. I know you asked about that, so just wanted to show you. And you can find these green powders in Whole Foods and all sorts of stuff. Maybe not Arbonne, but all sorts of companies. I think even Trader Joe's has a greens powder. They have a reds powder and a greens powder. I used to buy that a long time ago as well. But I have a friend that sells Arbonne, so, you know, to help her out, I have it shipped to the house, and I like it. So that is my morning routine, pretty much, my liquid diet. And then when I get hungry a little bit, it is 10 o'clock. I still haven't eaten. I am going to have some fruit. So I start off with fruit before I eat regular food. I have no idea how I'm going to do this when I go back to work. No idea. But that's my routine while I'm home. So, bye. So I'm going to show you my lunch today. It always changes up. But one of the things that I mentioned was that I eat fruit for breakfast. Sometimes I'll have a protein shake after that with more fruit in it. I actually did eat some of the watermelon for breakfast. And then I like to do, you know, vegetarian for my first 2 meals, breakfast and lunch. Unless I can't avoid having some meat for whatever reason, whether it be going out or something like that, or something's calling my name in the refrigerator. But I do like to do non-meat lunches. And so today, this is from Trader Joe's, the Melodious Blend, green garbanzo beans, red and green lentils, with a touch of tomatoes and olive oil. So that basically lunch or the protein shake is when the protein starts to get introduced. I was watching Kimberly Snyder, some of her videos on Commune. She wrote The Beauty Detox Secret, I think that's her book. Anyway, she had said basically from breakfast to dinner, it should go from light to heavy. Your heaviest meal of the day being at the end of the day, and breakfast very light and simple. Fruit is great, and you have fruit on an empty stomach because it gets digested so quickly. If you have such a heavy breakfast with, you know, eggs and bacon and sausages and all those carbs, bagels and French toast and stuff like that, you're overloading your digestive system first thing in the morning after it's been resting all night, and your energy is spent trying to digest that heavy food, and it actually zaps your energy instead of giving you more energy. So your first meal of the day should be something that's easily digestible. Fruit is the easiest digestible food there is for our digestive system. And because it's chock full of vitamins and nutrients and carbohydrates, and simple carbohydrates, not complex, and fiber, and lots of water too, it's an excellent way to start your day, to give your body some energy to start tackling what you're going to do to it later on, whether it be stress in a commute to work or, you know, when you do start eating, then your digestive system is ready. And that's why we feel so tired when we eat a heavy meal. So I'm going to give this a try. It's been in my freezer for a while. And I really do have to go to Trader Joe's. I hope everything's good with Trader Joe's. And then I have some collard greens here. I'm going to chop those up and throw that in there as well. I'm just going to use my Dutch oven instead of pulling out a skillet. Yep, just a little salt, pepper. I think I might get some garlic for this stuff. Little olive oil and or avocado oil. And I do like the nutritional yeast with that, so I might actually sprinkle some nutritional yeast on all this. Chopped up the collards, have a clove of garlic, I have my nutritional yeast, and some spray avocado oil. spray that in there. Start wilting these down. Ooh, that's a big stem. Oopsie. Is that one too? Yeah, that's stemmy. Stemmy. And then I'm going to use my garlic press to press that in. So there's the garlic. Get a wooden spoon. And let that wilt. I doubt I'm going to eat all of that and all of this for lunch, but at least leftovers will go great with eggs. So that's kind of like my lunch, because it's already 12:44. So like I said, I had the water already. I had my green tea Kona mocha with fiber. I had watermelon, which is still over there. I got to put it in another container. And I had that green drink with the true limeade. And then I'll probably pour, because my glass is empty now, probably just fill it with water. So the rest of the day, I pretty much have water. Get that going. We're going to add a little bit of salt. A little bit. Pink Himalayan sea salt. And then I am going to add the Melodious blend. I'm going to try to add the Melodious blend. There you go. Cool. I like lentils. So let that thaw and cook. Get all those flavors together. And you know what? I remembered I still had some sweet potato, so I'm chopping them up. And I'm going to throw that in there as well. A little bit of complex carbohydrate to get me to dinner. Because I don't snack. I'm not a big snacker. If I do get hungry before dinner, I might, have some cashews. That's about it. Sometimes some of those little mozzarella balls or cheddar. That's pretty much it. And then I have a normal dinner. So let that heat up. And then I have the nutritional yeast, which is gluten-free. But nutritional yeast helps, people who don't eat a lot of meat, vegetarians or vegans, to get that B12, as well as some other essential nutrients, but primarily the B12. So I'm going to let that heat up, and then that's lunch. And there it is. Looks good. Look, John's actually digging in the pot. He actually said he liked it.
It's okay.
You said it was good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's my lunch. Yeah, he would need it on the side of a steak or something like that. But I'm eating it just like that. Gotta tell you, it is pretty good. Oh, excuse me. That Melodious blend is tasty. Very tasty. I wish like the tomatoes made like a little bit of sauce so it's a little moist, but it's really good. Worth getting from Trader Joe's if they still have it. Hey guys, tonight for dinner I am making apple cider chicken from the Food Network. Sunny Anderson did this on the Food Network. I've done it with pork as well. Really, really good. So and I'm going to make it with mashed potatoes. I'm going to do those in the Instapot so they're done real quick. And I have my chicken cut up. So basically just salt and pepper, and you brown them with some butter and oil, but I'm just going to use ghee. And then you just sprinkle salt and pepper on it. And then it's onions, apples, flour, cider. Really simple dish, and some garlic. So I'm going to get that started. So I'm going to salt and pepper the chicken. So I'll do it on one side. Go. And then I got to do pepper. I have the pepper mill, so I got to do it with 2 hands. So now I'll do the other side. Flip these all over. And then salt and pepper the other side. Go. Yeah, let me put pepper. Beautiful. Now I got ghee. Putting them in the ghee. Get them nice and golden brown. Don't worry if they're not cooked throughout, because you'll be adding it back to the cider sauce and it'll finish cooking. Taste it. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm peeling some potatoes and I'm putting them in the Instapot. So I peeled all my russet potatoes. Then I'm going to add a cup of water. Is this zoomed in? No. Okay. Close that. And then we're going to set it on manual for, I think I did 7 minutes last time. Yep. Let me just let it start. Why is it turning off? Oh my god. Okay, turn these over. I thought heat was supposed to be evenly distributed in a cast iron. That's not even. So I have onions and 3 garlic cloves. I'm going to chop that up with my handy chopper. And just got to cook the next batch. And then the onions go in and everything else. Yep. I'm supposed to use Granny Smith, but I have Gala. So, So I'm going to peel those and then dice them. The chicken is brown. I put some more ghee in there. Now I'm going to add the onions. This is a pretty big onion. I don't know if I'll add all of it. That's good enough. Me and John are the only ones that eat the onion. And then, oops, sorry, add apple. So that's the apple. And then I have to add the garlic. I'm going to just slide it in there. There we go. All in there. Let that get a little soft and the onions get translucent. So we have the aromatics here. We have thyme and bay leaves and some flour. So I'm gonna strip the thyme. This smells really good. Really, really good. So I'm gonna put the thyme in there and the bay leaf and the flour. So there's the thyme. I don't know if you can see. I put the thyme in, the bay leaf. Gonna add a little bit of salt, which I should have done when the onions were a little raw. Put a little bit of salt. Okay. Now we're gonna add flour. So it does ask for 2 tablespoons of thyme, 2 bay leaves, 2 tablespoons of flour. So it makes like a roux. You know, the oil from the butter or oil, I use the ghee. Coat, this gets all coated. And then the flour is going to thicken the apple cider. Okay, so now we got some apple cider. I don't remember how many cups, but we like sauce. So that's going to simmer. I think it's like 1.5 cups. So I'm going to let that get hot and simmer. It'll thicken a little bit, and then you add the chicken back. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. These are ready. They've been ready for 18 minutes. It's already vented. Whoa. Steaming. So I'm going to drain them, put them back in the pot to add some milk and butter and salt. Drain them, and I'm going to take my mashing thing. It's so cute. Frida Family, Kim from Frida Family, she calls it a mashala. That's an awesome name. Mashala. So mash. Let's add some salt. A little more. Gonna add the butter. And I'm gonna let it sit there to melt, and then I'll mash some more and add some milk. And then in the microwave, I have some veggie blend microwaving. So here, this is nice and bubbly. Gonna add the chicken back. Such a great fall dish. And I've made this with pork too. Cutting up pork tenderloin or pork chops. And let that simmer. Yeah. Butter melted. It has its salt. Now I'll add, I'll add some milk. And I have it on keep warm so it doesn't cool down too much because of the cold milk. Warm it up. I know you're supposed to warm up the milk and with the butter in it and then add it to the potatoes, but I don't do that. So that's ready. Let's look at the chicken. Chicken is simmering nicely. And the veggie blend's done. And I just added some butter. Let me serve it up. Dinner's ready. Look at that. Now that looks like a plate of autumn. Bon appetit. Hey guys, dinner tonight. So John made some grilled chicken. I actually used this in the chicken. I did olive oil. And then from the Savory spice shop. You can see John sitting outside. The chook chicken. So it's just a seasoned salt. It tastes like seasoned salt. So that's in there. I actually chopped up some fresh rosemary from my garden and threw that in there. And then we have that radiatore alla vodka. Yum, yum. And our old trusty favorite, broccoli with garlic powder and butter. And that's dinner tonight. So look at that. We are outside. We have this folding table that we put out here every once in a while when it's nice.
I've heard 11 of her. I don't know, really.
Little date night with me and John. Plates all done. And the boys are eating in there.
They don't come outside.
They're indoor boys. That's dinner tonight. Hey guys, tonight's dinner is going to be Savory Spice Shop, the Spice and Easy packets of Korean barbecue pork. Look at that, it looks really good. I actually have scallions in the backyard. I should go pick some out. So you need pork and honey, rice vinegar, soy sauce, sesame oil, and cornstarch. And I actually have all the ingredients. Honey, cornstarch, tamari instead of soy sauce, rice vinegar, sesame oil, and pork. And I ran out of medium grain rice, which is equivalent to the Goya rice that I like. But I have risotto, so it is a short grain rice. I'm going to do it in my rice cooker so it's not that creamy consistency. Because when you make risotto, to get that creaminess, it has to be low and slow. But when you make risotto fast and quick, it comes out like regular rice. And I guess sushi rice is a short grain, so a little on the sticky side. Not much. It actually just tastes like regular rice. So that's what I'm using, and that's dinner tonight. So I cut up the 2 pork tenderloins into cubes. And let's read these instructions. In a medium bowl, whisk the Korean barbecue pork mix with water, honey, rice, vinegar, soy sauce, sesame oil. Another bowl, toss the pork with the cornstarch, and then I guess I'm browning it in a skillet. And then after it's cooking until golden brown, you add in the sauce. Pretty much the same as that bourbon chicken. So, let's put some cornstarch. I doubt that really needs to be measured. Oh, that's all I had anyway. Empty. All right. Gonna have to add that to the list. Sorry. So I tossed that. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of cornstarch left. My rice is cooking, and I have the skillet heating up with some avocado oil. And then here is my bowl to mix all of the ingredients together. Glasses. So, we need 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons honey, 1 tablespoon rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon soy sauce, and 1.5 teaspoons of sesame oil. Nice! Yeah, and I have all the ingredients. How awesome is that? I have 1 cup of water, and I put 2 tablespoons of honey in there. Let that get off. I love this honey. I get local honey from the farmer's market. Delicious. So let that dissolve, and then this is 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. Oopsie, sorry. 1 tablespoon of tamari, which I replaced the soy sauce with. And I mentioned it in another video that tamari is soy sauce without wheat. And this one is organic. Look at me following instructions. And then 1.5 teaspoons, which I already put the half, but this is the 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. And then I'm going to stir all that up, and I'm going to add the seasoning packet, the whole packet, and it's going to smell yummy. And then here's the spice packet. Let me smell. I guess the honey is going to add... Oh, I don't have a spoon. I guess the honey is going to add a sweetness, but maybe not as much as the bourbon chicken. There's the sesame seeds. Alright, so let's sit. And then I have to start adding this pork to the hot pan. Oopsie. Sorry. The spoon's sticking out of the bowl and it's blocking me. Putting up a fight. So I have some avocado oil in here. So when that gets nice and browned, I don't know if they'll all cook in the same batch. I pulled out the bigger, wider pan, hoping I could get it all done in one shot, but... So let it get brown, and then you add the sauce and let it simmer in the sauce. Yeah. It's going to be 2 pans. So the meat is browned. I added the first batch back in, and now we're going to add the sauce. And then the cornstarch that was on the pork will thicken the sauce. Yep. There. Better lighting. Okay. Korean barbecue pork. I have some veggie blend in the microwave in one of my micro steamers. Got those at Pampered Chef. Love those things. I've had them for decades. They're awesome. Alright, so I'm just going to let that sit there and simmer. I'm going to put the heat on low. Oh, looks and smells good. So these scallions came from my garden. They're not very big. Hopefully, maybe they'll grow bigger now that we had a lot of rain. Yeah, they're teeny tiny. But I'm going to chop these up to garnish the dish. Beautiful, beautiful. This is when you know you need to sharpen your knife. These are little, they look like chives. Yep. They'll get the job done though. So this is almost done. Oh, I got rid of the tongs. Yeah. Use a knife. Ooh, look at that. That sauce is getting a little thick. And I think we're ready to plate this bad boy up. Yummy. So I tried a piece. It's really good. Has a little kick to it. Not when you first eat it, but after you swallow it, all of a sudden the zing kicks you. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not unbearable. So, but it is tasty. Definitely different. And here we go. Let it rain green. Yeah, look how pretty. Now it's ready to plate up. And there it is, plated. It's different. Asian. I don't have a lot of Asian dishes, so adding to the repertoire, but this definitely is good. Boys are eating it. They're liking it. That's dinner tonight. I have just 2 grab-and-goes left of leftovers. And then whoever wants them to bring to lunch. Oops. Ooh. Or work. For lunch or school. They just grab them and go.